All right, I have finally taken time to do it, but I've finished the battle pass. I actually finished it a couple days ago, but I didn't have any Robux to buy the premium level, but I do have the Robux now. But we are going to be unlocking the new unit, which is Hange from Attack on Titan. And from what I've heard about this unit is actually very, very good. But let's go ahead and buy the premium pass, which means I can now unlock all the rewards. And I'm curious, I have 32,000 gems from all of just the premium reward. This is ignoring the basic reward, which is about like 250 gems every single time it happens. Let's see what we go to. So 32k. Also, let's get the units. So here's Hanji, the normal one. And then we have the shiny one, which is pretty cool. We also get a perfect stack cube, a bunch of other things. We get thunder spears to evolve. And now I have 38,000 gems. So that definitely gave me quite a bit of gems. But we also got 2 new units. So there we go. We got both of the Hanjis. Let me go ahead and swap to another team so that way we can look at the cosmetic for it. So here is the normal Hanji. And wait, it's not enabled. There we go. Unlock, and there we go. So we got the normal cosmetic, which is just the thunder spears, and you kind of need a normal Roblox body for it. It looks so goofy on me. Let's see what the difference is with the shiny. So the shiny... Oh, okay, I think we get a cape with this too. Let me see. Yeah, we do. So with the shiny, we actually get the back cape. The one from the scouts. So that is really cool. So the shiny is definitely worth getting if you want the fully do-up and Attack on Titan outfit. But pretty cool cosmetic. I'm going to go ahead and take them off, though, mainly because it does not look good with me. I would like to go ahead, before we evolve it, let's actually go ahead and roll the stat potential on it so we get a good stat potential. Let's do the shiny one. So just one basic reroll. B plus A. One more. Oh, that's bad. One more again. Bad. That's good. Let's do that for now. B plus B minus B. I never really do rerolls. I can get quite a bit of those if I actually try. Let's go ahead and evolve the unit with the thunder spears. So we get 30% more attack damage, 50% crit rate, so it is a crit unit, and we get the thunder spears. I guess it changes the attack on it. I would like to note, if you do want to evolve this item and you don't have the premium pass, let's actually go ahead and evolve it. There we go. But if you do want to evolve Hanji, all you have to do is go up to Beerus here, go to craft, and type in the item you want to make, thunder spears, and you can actually craft the item for stars. So if you don't have the battle pass premium, you can make the item. But there we go, 441 damage by default, 50% crit rate, and we got A minus. That's fine. Let's go ahead and lock that, and let's feed it all of the food I have so we make it max level. 95. Well, that's really close, actually. Let's go ahead and feed that. Let's unlock, and then let's fuse any extra units we have. So, like, all, like, I'm guessing extra legendaries. Why not? Don't really care to keep all these units. We'll go ahead and do these 4. And that should be good. So now we have level 100 Hanji, 4,000 damage on placement, 6.6 cooldown, 21.2 range, and then 50% crit rate. So this is a new crit hill unit. So this will be replacing Levi, which is the only other crit air, I think. But it is physical, and I'm pretty sure... So what this unit is, this unit is actually kind of cool. It has crit and bleed, so it utilizes both things. So the damage might be quite low, but it might actually be quite higher than you think, especially with crit rate doubling the damage. Or actually, it's 1.5 times damage, but it also has bleed damage. So it's good for attacking regeneration. But let's go ahead and bring all the support units with this, and let's see how strong it is. Now, I don't have Levi, so I can't compare to Levi, but this is a free unit. It's also a limited time, but it's free for quite a while. So if you're new to the game, this unit is definitely worth going for. Now, let's see. Not that bad of range. Pretty decent range on it. But a very, very small AoE. I mean, look at that AoE. That one is quite small for replacement. But yet again, this is basically a free mythical. So look at this unit as an early game mythical, not a late game, even though it's brand new. And let's take a look at the first attack. Pretty cool animation. My effects are off, though, so we can actually look at the whole thing. But let's see that one more time. Okay, that's cool. Wow, okay. She's using her ODM gear, which is the gear that lets them basically fly around like maniacs, if you haven't seen the anime. But she uses the ODM gear to fly at the enemies. That is really cool. On God, still doing a really good job with the animations in this game, even for a unit that doesn't look like it's gonna be that strong. But let me get all my money up real quick so that way we can afford, like, spam upgrade these. And plus, I want to wait till wave 10 to see if it actually bleeds on placement. Okay, let's see what this alien general, will it bleed it? If it doesn't, we just do the boss instead. But let's see, does it have bleed? It does have bleed. There we go. We can see the health going down after it got hit. My damage is off, but it was there. So this unit does have bleed on it, which is really good to know. So if you are like a mid-game and you're trying to do those regeneration enemies, those are a real big pain, especially if you don't have the most amazing unit. So the fact that this gives bleed is absolutely amazing because it's basically a free unit. But let's go ahead and catch up real quick because I want to see if this actually has bleed on it. Let's go ahead and sell 2 of them. Let's see what's going on. It should have bleed if it ticks. Yeah, see? 1. So there's 2, 3 ticks of bleed. So a very short bleed, but a bleed nonetheless. It did 3 there. I don't know if it's because it transformed, but it's probably 4 because I know most of the bleed units are 4. But let's go ahead. I'm going to spam these others because this doesn't have the best AoE, so it's not really keeping up with the mass amount of units. But let's go ahead and see what the damage is. Now, do keep in mind that every single upgrade, there's a 1.5 times increase. 50% chance for it to happen, though. So the default damage, if it crits, is actually 6,099. So do keep that in mind. If you want to see the crit damage, just do the damage times 1.5, and it'll tell you the crit damage. But let's go and look at the stats. First upgrade, 8,132 damage, same cooldown, and 2.1 more range. So there we go. Then after that, we have 16.2 thousand damage, 6.6 cooldown, and 24.4 range. So there we go. Then a dive maneuver. This is going to be another ability with new AoE, 20.3 thousand damage, so a pretty big upgrade, 0.4 less cooldown, which is great, and 1 more range. So let's go ahead and do the upgrade, which makes it a slightly bigger AoE circle. And, oh, look at that. So she uses the ODM gear to go up into the air. And then there's a bunch of slashes. I wonder if that's a multi-hit. Let's test that on the alien general. Let's see. Is that a multi-hit? If it kills the alien general, it is. It is not a multi-hit, but it is a bleed yet again. And whoa, what was that? Oh, that's these. Oh, I was so confused for a second. That was actually these hitting it. Move these farther back so they're not on the way. But not a multi-hit. It does sound like a multi-hit, though, because it has 3 slashes. Sounds like a multi-hit, but it is not a multi-hit. But still a really cool attack. Let's keep going. 27.1 thousand damage, 6.2 cooldown, and 26.5 range. Then 33.8 thousand damage, 6.2 cooldown, and 27.6 range. 37.2 thousand damage on the next one. Same cooldown, 1 more range. Then Thunder Spears. This changes the attacks from the swords to the Thunder Spears themselves, which might also change the model. Damage goes up to 40.6 thousand, 5.7 cooldown, and 29.7 range. So pretty good stats overall. Let's go ahead and do the upgrade. Bigger AoE. And the attack. Okay, that's pretty cool. So it's basically the exact same thing, but instead of slashing with a sword, they launched the Odium Thunder Spears, which then explode. And they are a singular hit with bleed still. So it's still bleeding, which is really good. Looks like it was still 3 ticks, though, because it only did 3 ticks on the alien general. So looks like the 1, 2, 3... Yeah, only 3 ticks of bleed. So a very short bleed, but it has a very short cooldown with quite a bit of placements, which we'll look at in a second. But let's keep going. 47.4 thousand damage, 5.7 cooldown, 31.8 range. There we go. And then that is the maximum stats on this unit for 47.4 thousand damage every 5.7 seconds. Has a total of 5 placements on it. So very good amount of placements for a good starting unit. Let's see what the DPS is. At max level, the DPS is 8,300 per unit. That is actually really amazing, considering it's basically a free unit. The 25 levels aren't that hard to do. You just have to actually play the game to get it. And if you upgrade all 5 of them, that's 41.6 thousand total DPS. And that's not even including the bleed damage, because that has 3 ticks of bleed damage. Which, let's see what the bleed damage is on the alien general. 123 bleed damage 3 times. So that means the total damage, and this is without crits, is 47.8 thousand, which means the DPS is 8.3k, not that much higher, but the total DPS is 41.9 thousand DPS across all 5 units, and it's 40k to upgrade each. So overall, not too bad. That's not even counting the crit damage, which, just to put it out there, if we do the 47,440 times 1.5 for the crit, if it crits, it's gonna deal 71,000 damage, which is 12.4 thousand DPS per unit. That's only if it crits though, so don't really go off of that. Normal DPS is much lower, but if it does crit, DPS is amazing. Really fast attack unit too, which is really good. Honestly, if you have better units than this, if you do have better damage units in your early game that do more damage than this one, what you can do is just place down a bunch of these because they're only 1.5k per. If you just place them down, they will still bleed. So you'll be able to spam these to counteract regeneration units. So a very good unit because of that. Crit isn't bad either if you do manage to get the Lost Vein. The guaranteed crit every like 5 attacks or like 4 attacks if you're lucky. So very, very good. But let's go ahead and see what it is with the 10% boost on this unit, which is really good to have. Also early game. 52,000 damage. So the damage does go up, which is nice. Which does make it 9,100 DPS, which is 45,000 total. That's without crits, by the way. But overall, a very, very good starting unit. I know a lot of people are comparing this unit to like all the other bleed units. Honestly, I don't want to compare this unit to a lot of the other meta bleed units because like Sukuna deals more damage, of course Denji does, and also Greed. They all deal more damage, but they don't hit airs either. So this one does hit airs, so it does have the positive of that. It does have 5 placements though, which makes it a very bad unique to have. Because any units with more than 4 placements, even ones with 4 placements, uniques aren't the best to have because overall the DPS would be lower than if you just had 5 of them placed down. So don't try to get unique on this. If you do get a unique on it, keep it because you might as well. Just don't use it for anything like leaderboard related because the DPS will be quite low. But yeah, if you are new to the game, definitely get this unit. It is a great starting mythical. It's much better than lots of the mythicals in the game. So you're pretty safe just getting this unit to start off with. Of course, it does take you a bit to actually get because you do have to do 25 levels in the battle pass to get it. But honestly, you should be doing that anyway because you get lots of good gems for lots of other good rewards. But yeah, let me know down in the comments, what do you think of the new Hange unit? I do find it interesting that they are literally replacing Levi with another Attack on Titan character. But yeah, overall, great damage. I highly recommend getting this unit at least for the cosmetic because the cosmetic is quite cool. It would make a very good Attack on Titan outfit. In fact, give me a moment. Ah, there we go, much better. I know we never use the Thunder Spears. He mainly used his swords, but like, I don't have a cosmetic for the swords, but he has his cape now. Oh, he looks so good.